Welcome to Harriet's Custom Computer Art Plus. This video is based on a question that I received from one of my groups. The person wanted to know how can they make a larger picture cutout on Cricut. Are they just held to the dimensions of 6.75 by 9.65? There's a workaround, but you'll just have to slice it into pieces and then put it back together. So she wanted a picture of Elsa from the Frozen movie, and she wanted her in a kind of an intricate oval frame like this. So I went to the internet, looked up ornate oval frames, and I picked this one out. I like this one the best. So now I want to change the frame to a blue tone. I'm going to crop out the white edge that's around it, and then I'm going to change the frame to blue. So I'm going to go into cutout, and since it's pretty much two-tone, I'm going to choose cutout by color. I just choose to take out the white edge, and I'm going to hit the all similar. I'm going to put this on 0, that way it won't get any light gray, it'll just get white. And I'm going to draw a line, and it will instantly collect all the white. Then I'm going to click next, and now you're seeing, since I pulled out the white, I have to do the select opposite area so that this will be my cutout instead of the white. If I forget to do that, which I do sometimes, then I hit done and it'll just give me a white edge. So I want the background, the white edge deleted. Now I'm going to go into, make sure that I made this black and white, because it had kind of a brownish tint to it at first, and that wouldn't give me a true color once I changed the tint. So now, since that is a black and white image, I can change it to the blue that I want. And I want to make it look kind of snowy, like a snowy blue, so I'm going to make it a little less intense. There, I like that. That's okay. And you can always go in and change that if you don't like the way your picture is looking in this frame. So now I'm going to go back in to my web browser, and I'm going to type in high-res free Elsa. And it's going to bring up some images. So then I'm going to click on image, and I'm going to look through here and see one that I like. Yeah, I like this one. So I'm just going to right click on this, and I'm going to click copy image. Then I'm going to go back to Microsoft Picture It, and I'm going to open a new page and drop it in so that I can crop out any part that I don't want before I bring it in, because since I did a cutout on this, if I brought Elsa in like she is now, put her behind there, she would show all around the edges, but I just want a picture like this. So I'm going to delete her from here. I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to show you another way you can do it to make sure that she fits perfectly into that oval. I'm going to bring up a small image of the frame, and then I'm going to get my cookie cutter shape, and what I do is I put it on this frame so that I'm sure that it's going to fit perfectly into this frame. I'm gonna use my circle to line up how I want my oval to be cut, and then I'm gonna pull it over her, and don't touch any of the flat edges, but on any corner drag it down to the portion you want included in the picture. So I want to make sure I get the end of her ponytail in there. So I'm going to do it like this, and then I'm going to hit done and remove the picture underneath and do delete. So now I'll have her in the exact shape that I want her for in her big frame. So I'm going to switch back to this frame. I'm going to just click on Elsa and I'm going to bring her up. And as I enlarge her, you'll see that she'll fit right in without showing any of the extra edge. And once I have her placed kind of where I want her, I'm going to drag her to the second layer and you have a perfect shot of Elsa. I see her dress is a little different blue, so I want to change this tint like I was telling you we could do before. So I'm going to go back to correct tint. I'm going to click in some different areas. It's more of a turquoise that she's wearing. So I want to change this to a turquoise. So all I do is move my the little ball here that shows you which color you're changing to on the screen. I'm going to move it there, and that's pretty intense, but I'm going to lower it, take some of that color out of it in this other program feature that says change color, and I'm going to go to the black and white area. I want to take it down, make it a little darker, and then I'm going to go to the color area and make it, instead of it being so warm, which makes it so vivid, I'm going to take some out because I want it to look cold like ice. So I'm going to take it down to there. I'm actually getting another order while I'm working on this one. Alright, so I think I like that. Now if you wanted to make this into just like a gold shiny frame, you have that option. I like to use this feature a lot where I go into gradients and make it, you could just make it one solid gradient of shiny gold, or you can use some of these different effects to change it up. But I think I liked it the way it was, so I'm going to cancel all those and I'm going to stick with this one because this looks more like the one that the lady in my group wanted to know about. So now I'm going to save this file as a JPEG, and I'm going to say Elsa J, which means it's JPEG. And let's see, I'm going to put it on my desktop so it'll be easier to find excuse me, for this video. So I'm going to save that. Now I'm going to pull up Design Space, and hopefully it's working today. So I'm going to go to Cricut Design Space. I like to use it in Edge. So I have it open here with some other things I was working on. So I'm gonna click on New, Upload Image, Browse. I'm gonna browse to my desktop, and I'm going to pull in that Elsa picture. Select it. I'm going to go with complex, even though it's pretty much made up just a few colors, but I just like it because you get a better picture, I think. And now I'm going to zoom out a little bit because I like to see the effect take place when I click in certain areas. So I'm going to click around and see if I can get all the white to come out. So now I'm going to zoom in a little bit and click in each of these areas. I wish they'd make a feature where you could just draw out all one color. Maybe they have, and I just haven't discovered it yet. I'm still pretty new to Design Space. So I'm just going to finish getting rid of all this white so that when our frame is cut on the Cricut, it's going to have all these intricate cuts in it, which will make it look very good. That's the spot. And I'm just going to keep going until I have all these white spots included. I'm going to zoom out to make sure I didn't miss any. Looks like I got them all, and I'm going to hit continue. I could have put a shadow around there so it would have looked more two-dimensional or three-dimensional, like there was some depth to the frame, but I'll just go with this one for now. So I'm going to just save this as a print then cut. So I want to make this about, maybe I want to double it, the size that Cricut prints. So if I want to double it, then it's going to print out on 2 pages, and then I'll put it together, or I could print it out on 4 pages and make it even bigger. So it's just up to you as to how many pages you want to print it out on to make it bigger. Alright, I'm going to insert this, and once it shows up, I'm going to show you how to slice it into pieces that are printable and cut out on Cricut, where you can reassemble it. Alright, so here's the picture. So I'm going to move this to the side. Let me shrink it down a little bit. And I'm going to move this over to the side, and what you're going to do is you're going to get a shape, a square. Unlock the square and make your dimensions to the absolute largest that can cut on one sheet of paper in the Cricut. So I'm going to do 6.75 width by 9.25 height. So this is what we have to work with. So now I'm going to turn this 90 degrees, and I'm going to move it over Elsa. So I want it to fit into 2 of these, so it'll end up being 9.25 inches wide. So now I'm going to resize Elsa so that she'll fit within these parameters. And I also only want it to be on 2 sheets, so this will fit perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to slice that. You're going to group it, and I'm going to slice. So now I have my first piece cut out, and I can get rid of all of these cut out pieces because I don't need that. The only one I need, that's kind of pretty, but the only one I need is the Elsa, and you can see where the cut is. Oh, you can barely see it. So now we're going to go to print and cut. So first I want to save this, and I'm going to save it as Elsa. Elsa, I'm going to say Elsa DS for double size. And I'm going to separate these pieces just like that. And now I'm going to say make it. And you see right here you have the first half of Elsa, and then on this one you have the second half of Elsa. And you see that you're going to have an overhang here so that it's going to end up perfect. So now I'm going to make this. I'm going to print it. And after I'm done printing it, we'll come right back. Here's Elsa, all cut out on the Cricut and assembled. You can use the same technique to make large characters for any theme. All you have to do is follow exactly what I've shown you and slice your picture into 2 pieces or 4 pieces or more to make it larger. Thank you once again for watching, and please hit the like button and remember to subscribe.